The video you're about to see tells the story of how my life changed through the partnership with my guide dog. It begins with Oslo and me sitting on the beach, then goes on to depict different scenes from my life. It shows me at my residency at Whole Names University in Oakland, California, practicing the Afro-Brazilian martial art of capoeira, walking through the streets of downtown San Francisco and on the Golden Gate Bridge, as well as showing various parts of the Guide Dogs for the Blind campus at their headquarters in San Rafael, California. The video ends with Oslo and me walking on the beach at dusk, our silhouettes coming together against an indigo orange sky. The instructor handed me the leash, and it was love at first touch, because as soon as I reached for the leash and grabbed his head, I fell in love. Oslo, this 70-pound of lab energy, was just ready to take me in and, love me to pieces. It was very magical. My name is Belo Cipriani, and I lost my vision back in 2007. I was 26. It was 2 months shy of my 27th birthday. My cause of blindness is retinal detachment. It took me a couple years to get over the grief of losing my sight. And I was grieving the loss of my job, the loss of my friends, and it was very hard. There was times where I really struggled with, getting out of bed, doing very simple tasks. When I got my first guide dog, my life changed tremendously. It changed in every imaginable way. Just from getting to a place much quicker, walking down the street faster. I could dart to my friend's house down the block and get there in minutes. I couldn't do that with a cane. The big effect of me losing my sight was really finding something that I was passionate about. This may sound bizarre, but if I hadn't lost my sight, I wouldn't be a writer, and I love being a writer. I also train capoeira, which is an Afro-Brazilian martial art. And outside my walking around with Oslo, I want to work out and keep in shape, and so that's important to me. There are 3 basic skills to being an independent blind person. There's, reading, and then there's adaptive equipment, and then there's your mobility. And to me, that's the one where I put the most emphasis. And by far, Guide Dogs for the Blind has the most assistance, than any other school in the country. And that automatically put them on the top of my list. Guide Dogs for the Blind creates these amazing partnerships between blind people and their guide dogs. It's part magic. It's part formula because there's a lot of training involved. There's an intuition that they have that's needed to have these teams bond and become fruitful partnerships. The magic begins with the puppy raisers. These people are volunteers, and these people are the first phase of the puppy's life. They bring them into their homes at about 8 weeks, and they socialize them, and they, housebreak them. What it creates are these amazing guide dogs who are able to manage high-stress situations, and all that is thanks to the puppy raisers. When I came back and did the 2 weeks program, it was just exactly what I needed. Very comfortable. I felt like I was at a resort somewhere. I didn't have to share my room, very fancy with Wi-Fi, all the latest gadgets. And the instructor to student ratio was amazing. There was 2 students per instructor. And the fact that I could customize it to my lifestyle was perfect. They even did a simulation with some airport travel, which was just great. They have 2 campuses, one in San Rafael, California, and a second in Boring, Oregon. They have an alumni organization, which is first class, and they provide a lifetime of support. So, for example, if my dog ever needs, help with something, whether it's training or even veterinary care, whether you live in Miami, Toronto, or even Anchorage, you're not able to make it to their local vet, they will give you money to cover the cost to see your local vet, and that's just amazing. All of the services Guide Dogs for the Blind provides are completely free. They don't receive any funding from federal or state agency. It all comes from donors. They have this amazing support center, and there is no question too small or too big that they cannot answer. They're always keeping up to date with what's cutting edge. They have the latest training techniques to just make yourself a better guide dog team. As a blind person, you're not able to smile across the room, make eye contact. And a guide dog, a service dog, is definitely something that helps break the ice with the public. I think people don't recognize that blind people, before anything else, are people. And, we crave the same things everyone else does. Vision in general denotes the ability to make a connection. I could see with my fingertips, touch something. I could also see things through my mind. However, blindness is a lot more manageable when you have a faithful companion that loves you unconditionally. For more information, visit guidedocs.com or call 1-800-295-4050.